Hello students, let us begin the Kingdom Protista. Already we have completed Kingdom Protista general characters in the previous videos, and we have also classified Kingdom Protista is further classified into different categories, different groups. Among them we have completed some of them like chrysophytes general characters we have discussed, as well as dinoflagellates also we have discussed. Now we will move towards Euglenoids. So some of the most important features of Euglenides. So what are the characteristic features of Euglenides? So this group include Euglena. This group is characterized by the example, that is Euglena. So Euglena, it is found in stagnant water. So some of the features of Euglenides we will discuss. Why this group is called as Euglenides? Because this group mainly composed of Euglena. So hence the name Euglenides. They are also unicellular organisms. Okay, so what are the features of this group? Let us understand. So with reference to their occurrence, majority of the Euglenides are found in freshwater, and especially they are found in the stagnant water. So here, what is the meaning of stagnant water? Stagnant water means the water which is not flowing or the water which is not running. That is called as stagnant water. Standing water is called stagnant water. In such water, the Euglenides are found. Euglena is found. Okay, and with reference to their cell wall, though they are unicellular, but they also contain cell wall. They do not have cell wall. Actually, these organisms, Euglenides, they lack cell wall. So instead of cell wall, they contain a protein layer. If you see this diagram, the cell wall is not there. So there is no cell wall in this category. So instead of cell wall, they contain a protein layer. So this is the outermost layer of the Euglena, where it does not contain any cell wall, only the protein layer is present. So because of the presence of protein layer, their body becomes more flexible. So this provides the flexibility. See here I wrote pellicle. So what is pellicle? Pellicle is nothing but the protein layer. The protein layer of the organism is called as pellicle. So which provide the flexibility to the body. So this is the most important feature of the characteristic feature of Euglena. Next, the presence of flagella. They possess well developed flagella, but here I have indicated only one. So one is hidden inside the body, one is outside, emerged outside, isn't it? So one is very short, one is very long. So short and long. Thus they contain two different kinds of flagella. So because flagella are the locomotory organ, as you know. So some of the organisms, some bacteria, they move with the help of their movement is taking place through the cilia, pseudopodia. But here the flagella are there, which are the locomotory organs, which are meant for the locomotion in the water. So next, since this group also contain pigment, so they contain pigment, most important pigment. Because of the pigment, they carry the process called photosynthesis. And here one more criteria for photosynthesis is what? So they carry photosynthesis due to the presence of carotenoids, chlorophyll. Here carotenoids, what are the, what type of colors are found in the carotenoids? Especially they contain orange red color pigments. So hence they are called carotenoids. In addition to carotenoids, they also contain chlorophyll pigment. So this pigment is also found in the higher plants, which is responsible for photosynthesis. Thus, they contain pigments like carotenoids and chlorophyll, which are responsible for photosynthesis. And there is one more criteria. What is that? They carry photosynthesis only in the presence of sunlight. As long as the sunlight is present, till then the photosynthesis is carried. But when they are not exposed to sunlight, in the absence of sunlight, they do not follow photosynthesis. They do not follow photosynthesis. Instead of that, they carry the process heterotrophic mode of nutrition. So hence they are in between for autotrophic as well as heterotrophic. So when they are exposed to the sunlight, they carry photosynthesis. They draw the nutrition. I mean the photosynthesis carried and the food is prepared. But when they are not exposed to the sunlight, in the absence of sunlight, they follow heterotrophic mode of nutrition. So this is the most important feature of Euglenides. So with this 4 to 5 points we have discussed general features of Euglenides with reference to their cell wall, with reference to their locomotion and mode of nutrition and their occurrence. Next, after the Euglenides, one more group is there, that is called slime molds. So here what are slime mold? Here actually molds refers to fungi. They are fungus like protistans. So these are the another group of protistans which are looking almost like a fungi. So fungus like organisms are called as slime mold. So what are the special features of this group? Let us understand. So these are the protistans which are following the saprophytic mode of nutrition. Saprophytic mode of nutrition. Here saprophytic refers to what? Sapro means, already we have discussed, the meaning is, sapro means they are drawing the nutrition from the dead and decaying matter. So they follow dead and decaying, from the dead and decaying matter they draw the nutrition, hence they follow saprophytic mode of nutrition. So hence they are called as, they are the saprophytic protistans. And with reference to their organization, they are during the favorable condition, when the seasons are favorable. So during the favorable condition, suitable condition, this group, they form an aggregation. They collect together, they aggregate together to form a structure called plasmodium. So plasmodium means a group of cells. They aggregate, join together to form a structure called plasmodium. And they multiply, they grow and they spread. So from one place to another place they spread and they form a multicellular organism. And this is with reference to their organization. Means they, during the favorable condition, they aggregate together to form a special structure called plasmodium, and also they grow very fast and they spread for several feet long. They spread very rapidly. And during unfavorable condition, so what is here, the word unfavorable refers to? Unfavorable means when the seasons are not suitable. When the seasons are not suitable, at that type condition, what they do? They, during the unfavorable condition, they differentiate. They multiply and they differentiate. They mature and they form a structure called fruiting bodies. So here the word fruiting body means what, you must understand. This word is given in the reader, in the NCERT reader. What does it mean? Let us understand. Here fruiting body is nothing but it's a multicellular structure. It's a multicellular structure on which a spore-like structure is producing. Okay, on this multicellular structure, the spore-like structures are produced. They are born on the structure called multicellular structure, spore-like structure, and that is called as fruiting bodies. So on the fruiting bodies, the spores are produced. These spores are germinating and giving rise to the new plasmodium, I mean new slime molds. Thus, during favorable condition, they form a plasmodium. During unfavorable condition, they germinate, they differentiate and form a fruiting bodies. Thus, they multiply, they reproduce. And with reference to the cell wall, they are plant-like, but they are neither plant-like, they are almost like a fungi. They are like a fungi. But when we see the composition of cell wall, here the cell wall is not made up of chitin or chitin material as in case of fungi, but instead it is made up of cellulose. So cellulose is the cell wall material which is present in the slime mold, which gives very rigid structure to the highly resistant. The cell wall is highly resistant to the environment, and they survive for many years, and they also disperse. So these spores are dispersed through the air current. So they are spreading through the air, and they move and fall on the suitable place and start germinating. So these are the most important Special features, characteristic features of our slime molds.